Baby out here catching more bodies than Gervonta Davis. R.I.P. Angie Stone, man. It's gonna be a crazy week, crazy episode, man. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. While you at it, hit that notification bell, because I'm done with boxing, man. It was rigged. Gervonta Davis, you lost. There wasn't sweat in your eye. It was defeat.
You took a knee.
Exactly, man. You took a knee. It should have been a count, man. You should have been deducted points. But, you know, Uncle Jay ain't finna rattle off too much on that, man. It's your boy, Jesse J. Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. Welcome to episode 196 of Tales from the Crib. We're going to give you all the dirt, all the tea, break down all the knee downs, the taking knees, the grease in the eyes. It's coming to you today live. Tales from the Crib. Welcome. How are you doing, co-host?
I mean, you know you like that intro, huh? Hit you out of nowhere. You didn't even know I was finna say it. Little baby catching more bodies than Gervonta Davis.
But I mean, Gervonta lost, so I don't know.
Did he catch a body? Yes or no?
I don't know. I'll give it a. I'll give it a 7.75.
What?
7.75 out of 10.
Come on.
But give this episode a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're in with the crew. Are you ready to start this show?
I'm ready to start the show, man. I'm ready to start the mischief. I'm ready to talk the gossip. I'm ready to shit on Charlamagne the God and iHeartRadio, man. Take it over, co-host.
Drake reaches amicable settlement with iHeartRadio after filing petition over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Previously claimed that they were paid to boost the song's radio play. So, you know, Drake was suing everyone. iHeartRadio is one of the media companies, and iHeartMedia owns,
Everything.
Breakfast Club. And Charlamagne was breaking down, and he was spinning all kinds of lies, rumors, and misconceptions, but we actually have the truth here for you. And then another thing here says Drake postpones the remainder of his Anita Max tour due to scheduling conflicts, and I would think it was actually to settle this case.
I mean, hey, man, people say it's out here to settle his case, but first we're going to talk about the lawsuit, man. If you didn't know, man, you know, Kendrick Lamar's been going crazy with this, you know, Not Like Us song.
Grammys, Super Bowl,
over 1 billion streams, TikTok. Every time you look at Instagram, it's breaking a new record. I mean, everybody knows that Kendrick Lamar can't make a hit song without Drake, without saying his name.
What's crazy is everyone's been using the Super Bowl footage, like the live audio, and even in the K-pop world.
Oh Lord,
it's even crossed to K-pop where everyone's doing the Kendrick Lamar dance.
It's viral, and you already know, man. Drake has got mad. If everybody at first we thought he was suing Kendrick Lamar, but no, he's suing UMG. He was suing iHeart, but it looks like here they settled, and it looks like here people are saying that the only reason why they settled is because the feds is looking into iHeartRadio for payola. Now, I mean, this is crazy because, I mean, a lot of people already know that a lot of radio stations do payola because, I mean, how else will they come up with, oh, yeah, if you pay us this amount of money, that we can get you this many amount of streams? I mean, it's of course, it has to be payola. That's why a lot of these songs that you don't like and get it played, like, over and over and over again. You ever hear, like the Hotline Bling song, how they play that over and over and over again? You're like, this song ain't that good. But, like, it's programmed in your head to like it, or like the Not Like Us song.
Yeah, I've seen where they've done that with songs, and like literally sometimes the Kendrick song, it's like I don't even listen to the song, but it's on social media so much that you just find it in your head randomly.
Or like you know,
and you're just like, oh my god.
Or you see how people like posting videos like, well, how did I'm playing this playlist, I'm playing my Trap Lord playlist, and how did this random Kendrick Lamar song get here?
Oh, I've seen that where the people were even playing the Party Next Door Drake album, and like Not Like Us would randomly end up in the mix of that album. And it's like, this song's not part of this album.
Exactly. It's not part of this album, so it's popping up everywhere. That's what people were allegedly that's going on.
What do we have here? A video clip?
No, that's for the other part right here.
Oh,
we're talking about the payola right now.
I'll
with Drake's suit, with Drake allegedly settling with iHeartRadio and all the other streaming services, but he kept it with UMG. I mean, some people were saying that the snitch weapon.
Well, I was just going to say, we were watching Charlamagne break this down and say that it actually wasn't a lawsuit, or it was actually an information request. and that it was much about nothing, and that this actually happens all the time. But from every other media source, even like very well-known media, they are saying that this was a lawsuit, and they did reach a settlement.
Hmm.
And when they reached a settlement, it means that they paid him.
You think it's paid them? I think you think it's paid. They paid, or they gave him information, or
No,
did they
I think they
snitch,
paid him.
or they did
I
both?
think that both. Because apparently with Drake getting into this, the government was getting gonna do some checks of their own,
Yeah.
and they wanted to avoid all that. So they're like, we'll just pay this and get him off our back, and then maybe they'll get off our back too.
True that. I mean, yeah, because yeah, true that. Because the feds do they whole search, and they found out like they already started uncovering some payola, like they with like some country music festivals. How they were saying like some people had to perform. If you didn't perform, it was gonna affect your stream. So they already uncovered that. So that was just the icing. That was just the first top. They didn't even go deep down into the crevices of the cake. I mean, we still got more. We can still go down in the crevices of the cake. So you already know that's why iHeartRadio and them settled. So because you already know once it goes all out and it goes all open with the feds, and the feds say, "Oh yeah, you did pay Kendrick Lamar this song," or like they have like basically itemized like it's audit. Like they audit you and they say like, well, all this money came from and everything. It's gonna show like iHeart's gonna like basically crumble. And I don't even know what that's gonna do with the music scene because iHeart basically owns everything you turn
Yeah,
around is iHeart's on it. Basically everything you turn around, iHeart's on it. So I don't know what that's gonna do with the whole music scene, but also what's going on with this whole little Drake beef is Drake has just postponed his alleged Australia tour. If you didn't know, as soon as the beef happened, he went straight to Australia, did his tour. My co-host just said as soon as he realized he was about to settle with iHeart, he said forget the tour. He going back to America. That's what some people are saying.
they said that he was making money, but it wasn't buku money. That he was doing smaller venues,
Hmm.
in Australia. And if you're gonna settle a major lawsuit where you're gonna win like 10 times the amount that
Mm.
that you would get on this little tour, you're gonna say screw that tour, give him a refund. I already did the shows I wanted to do. I'm gonna go collect my real bag.
So that's why you said. So now it makes sense. I was wondering, like, why would you think that he got money? So yeah, it makes sense. Like, if I cancel my tour, I had to make the money somewhere. Because I mean, like,
I
him,
mean, he really doesn't need it at the end of the day.
it's Drake.
He made, he's made money for decades now. But, if a big payday's coming, you still take it. You're still gonna be smart at the end of the day. And he was crying about gambling the other day. He was telling Steak to like put another few million in his gambling account because he had like lost what he had in his
The
balance.
bet he bet on Gervonta Davis, like everybody else.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that
But I mean,
later on. But
we got a video right here, man. We got a video of the concert. Drake, basically talking about everybody that turned his back on him, doing this whole Kendrick Lamar beef.
is this gonna get a strike down?
Nah, it's no music.
For my family, for my friends, for all my collaborators, all the producers, all the other artists that I work with, the ones that didn't turn pussy, I mean, the ones that still real, my real ones. But yeah,
Real ones.
I appreciate you.
So
I
it looks like
appreciate
due
you.
to scheduling conflicts, 4 of Drake's 16 sold out shows in Australia and New Zealand will be postponed. We are actively working on rescheduling these dates along with adding some additional shows. All tickets for the effective shows will remain valid for the new dates. Refunds will be available for those who prefer, but please note that as these shows are sold out, any refund tickets will be released for sale. We sincerely apologize for inconvenience and appreciate your patience. Drake and the entire team have had an incredible time doing the shows and excited to return. We look forward to sharing we look forward to sharing the rescheduled dates with you as soon as possible.
Rescheduled. So did he cancel or?
Can we pause? Can we give a shout out to my reading skills? Florida education. I read the whole thing without stumbling. I said every word. Come on, co-host.
Here, I got something for you.
Forget you.
There you go.
I'll get a certified classic. Yeah, that's some.
Yeah, that was certified
This is
reading.
a certified hood classic.
That was certified hood reading right there.
Come on now. If I was Floyd Mayweather and I read that, you would have.
Floyd would have got this. Because we all know Floyd ain't got it like that.
You messed up. That's messed up. But I mean, with this whole, do you think that with Drake dropping that Party Next Door album and it's selling over 250K shows that this whole little Kendrick Lamar thing is all bodied and nobody really cares because nobody really cares about California music?
Yeah, I mean, I think the tides have already turned. I mean, you saw that with Gervonta. You know, like everyone is on Team Gervonta. He loses or ties one fight, and everyone's like, he's bum. His career's over, and that's how people, quick, people switch up on you. And so you never know how things are gonna go. So like with this whole beef, everyone was against Drake and on Team Kendrick, and then it got to the point where it was like it's corny, and it's like now people are like, at the end of the day, we know who music's better. We know what the girls listen to, and then who is it, Doja Cat or someone else? Who was it that posted that? I can't believe we ever thought that Kendrick was better, even if it was for a little bit.
No, it wasn't. Could be Doja.
Was it Doja Cat? Comment down below. Someone famous.
Lotto, probably Lotto. I
Was
seen
it Lotto?
everybody. I seen everybody.
Or was it Sweetie?
Ooh, I mean, of course. I mean, like I always say, man, I've never in my life had anybody come and say, man, it's time to get the party lit. Let's play that new Kendrick Lamar. Never in my life.
When as far as we're in Texas, so and my coach grew up in Florida, so that's our experience. But in Texas, the only time someone ever was like, "You got to hear this Kendrick song," was the swimming pool song back from Good Kid, Mad City.
True.
That headshot drink song.
Mm-hmm. That was like, oh yeah, that was like his. That was that album.
I remember people. I remember multiple people being like, "Have you heard that headshot song? That headshot drink?"
Exactly.
And that was like a big party song. Cause people used to get like super faded listening to that song. So I'll give him like that. That song was really like that. But really, until his all of his Drake disses, that's been like the gap.
True. Yeah, that's been the gap. But I mean, it's enough.
It's been the gap.
It's enough glazing Drake, man. I mean, everybody already knows, man.
Wipe your mouth with all that glazing.
Everybody knows who's the true.
Everyone in the comment section is like,
why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
You are gay.
Oh Lord, I guess so. But y'all comment down below.
He disagreed. He said he guess so.
Y'all comment down below how I feel about this whole situation. Time to move on to the next topic here, man. Man, little baby out here catching bodies, man. They saying 4PF out here spinning the block. They doing the thing, man. They keeping Atlanta on lock. Cause YSL, they just got out. So they ain't doing no stepping right now. They saying it's 4PF land right now. It's no longer called ATL, it's called 4PF. Nah, I'm joking. But looks like whoa, little baby blamed.
This is Trap Lord Felix. What do we got going on over here?
I'm snitching. Self-snitching is all-time finest, man. But whoa, little baby blamed by Atlanta Police Department for the death of two 13-year-old boys because of his cowardly actions. We gonna play the video right here. The cop gonna tell you about the cowardly actions, and then we got a response from little baby. Then we gonna tell you who's the gang that's trying to beef with 4PF. Cause ain't no way.
Here we go.
Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Thank you all for the concern. Please don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good. Now, I mean, I understand YouTube people doing fake news. I understand, people around the old man around the corner giving you fake news, giving you gossip while you buy some chips at the corner store, but not the news. Don't the news fact check stuff? Isn't that their job?
No, I mean not really anymore.
That's
It's
crazy.
it's really a race to be first. To be honest, people are a race to be first and fact check later. And then if you're wrong, you're just like, that was the information I had at the time, and I shared it.
That's horrible.
So now that have you seen my updated cover of the story?
horrible.
This is how I think now that we got new information. So I mean, yeah, because I had actually heard that Lil Baby had gotten picked up in a RICO case.
Damn.
And I was like, dang, they got Durk in a long time case, and now Lil Baby too. I was like, how they got the voice and the hero locked up at the same time?
Oh, not the voice in the hero.
Not the voice and the hero. My lord.
Who's gonna save the streets now?
God dang.
Rico Reckless.
I'm trying to take out the Hood Avengers.
Soldier Boy's only one can save the day. Big Draco. They can't keep Big Draco down.
We don't need Black Mouth.
Hard. Disrespectful. Oh my God, Soldier Boy don't cuss us out. Please don't cuss us
Soldier, I
out.
heard your teeth stink.
Horrible. But nah, let's get back to it. So I mean, if you didn't know, the cops are saying, man, and the cops are saying, little baby, it's your fault that this happened. It's your fault that these kids have basically lost their life. And I mean, after doing my digging, doing the research and everything, I mean, I would kind of say if everything was they're saying is true, yeah, it would be little baby's fault. Because I mean, if you know your team then allegedly went to the other hood side and clip one of their people, why would you go do your touchdown dance and they 4 days later go do your celebration video in their hood in their end zone and not expect some type of retaliation? And I mean, that's exactly what the cops are alleging that happened. Little baby did some things happened one day, a couple of days later. Little baby did his music video, and then all hell broke loose. The rival gang decided shooting another place. Like the cops said, the kid was only 27 minutes into being 13 years old, so it had to be 12 in the morning. I don't know why. Why is a 13-year-old kid out? But it was the summertime. It was in June.
Negligent parents. Basically.
That's racist. No, I'm joking. Nah, but I mean, it is kind of crazy. Like it was in the summertime, June. Like it was end of June, beginning of July time. This all happened. So why is the kid? I don't even understand why the kid would be out that late, but that don't even matter. This violence happened. This is just tired. I'm tired of seeing black on black crime, man. I understand like you gotta make $1. If you rapping, you gotta make $1. Like the music that also like bumps in the clubs and everything is like the street stuff and everything, and like rapping like Kendrick Lamar and Lupe Fiasco don't really make the money like that. But at the same time, you can't
make a check rapping like Common.
I mean, you can't make no.
Common made a check. He got Queen Latifah.
He left and went to do movies. That's how much of a check he got. It ain't that many conscious rappers doing that much amazing stuff besides J. Cole.
What about J. Cole? Platinum, no features.
Like I said,
Platinum, no features.
J. Cole and
Platinum, no features.
Horrible.
And you know that Jason Tatum's 18.
Horrible. But you almost made me forget what I was finna say. But I understand like you rapping about it to make a quick $1, but you ain't gotta really do it in real life.
You know what they're not doing?
What?
They're not hitting the like button. They're not hitting the comment section down below. So you need to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out TFTC clips if you don't have time to watch the whole show at once. We do segment out the show down below with timestamps. We also have TFTC clips where we clip out your favorite segments from the show from this channel and our gaming channel sometimes and other channels. So check out TFTC clips to get all the clip stuff. But anything else on Lil Baby? Of course,
we got more on Lil Baby. So I mean, like I said, man, so this all went down on Dixie Hill. That's the neighborhood that this all is going down in. And like DJ Academic showed on his King Academics page, he played the video of the whole shootout. And I had my we got a video. We played the whole video of the shootout, and my co-host even heard it. Like the gunshots is crazy. Like I think they spun.
Oh, that was super wild. Like they overdid it. They overcooked them.
Exactly. They spun the block they spun the block 2-3 times, and then the next day you see Rollo in it. And my question is, like, what's up with Rollo? What's up with Rollo?
Don't you like Rollo?
I mean, I like his music, but I didn't know he was.
You supporting a man that's trying to take out The Voice?
I didn't know he was doing that. I didn't know he was trying to take out the voice. I didn't know he was a alleged snitch.
This is the
but I
same.
don't.
This is the same guy that's screaming "Free Thug" while playing YFN Lucci, mind you.
He playing both sides. You saying I should have known. I mean,
That's,
you did
that's what
tell
the
me.
streets say about you.
Did I play both sides? Nah,
Sometimes you gotta walk them across the street and let them know we don't play that.
nah. But you know who don't play that? Fannie Mae, man. Fannie Mae don't play that. I mean, I feel like the Rico. I mean, the Rico maybe
Isn't Fannie Mae in her own case? Isn't she trying to save her own ass right now?
with the whole. I mean, that case. I think that case is already done with. What they did was with the whole. She was messing with the other dude, the other lawyer dude. You talk about that? Yeah, that they ended up. I think they ended up just firing him, and then she ended up keeping her. She ended up, keeping her.
Misogyny.
But she ended up losing the case with Donald Trump. She didn't get what she wanted with Thug, so now she has the little baby situation.
Thug copped out.
She did get
ASAP Rocky took 10 toes down and beat it and didn't take any plea. Young Thug was at the finish line and took a plea.
Oh, I mean,
He was at the finish
they did get she did arrest Hood Rich Pablo Juan and his gang, but he's about to get out of jail soon.
Well, that would be good.
So
I don't have anything bad to say about Hood Rich Pablo Juan.
exactly. But hey, man, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation. Is Atlanta targeting all the hood rappers? Or, are these hood rappers just doing dumb-ish? Like, stop doing dumb-ish. You won't get targeted.
Sometimes you just want to do hood rat things with your friends.
Facts. But speaking of doing, I often say hood rat things with my friends. I'm sorry about that. The next topic right
If
here.
you're new to this show, we don't take anything serious. So I'm sorry we're talking about, serious things. But I don't know if we'll ever be serious. So
I gotta say, when I say things, it's sad. So I want to, know.
Why? I mean, why be serious? Life's serious enough. You come to this show to not be serious.
Thank you, Cole.
You come to this show to have a stogie, maybe drink a beer, chill with your friends, and see what's going on in the world.
Exactly,
And we're gonna give you our 100% biased opinion.
No, it's unbiased.
100% biased opinion.
He is
on
the biased
every topic.
one. I already know LeBron James is the GOAT. You ain't gotta say that. But nah.
That's racism.
Nah, but speaking of sadness, man, this next topic right here is just so sad. Man. R.I.P. man, our woman, man, Angie Stone. Angie Stone passed away at 63 years old. At first, when I made this, I thought this was gonna be like one of these quick gloss over topics, like somebody passed away, we give them a quick condolences, and then we just move on.
You see how he just shoves them out the door? You see how my coach says, when people die, we just say R.I.P.
Deuces.
and then we move the hell on. Jesus.
Nah, man.
That's wild.
But this was a little fishy, man. It smelled like a little conspiracy. Was that it?
I think that was your upper lip.
Forget you, man. It looks like here, man. It smells like something fishy going on, man. Like my dog Future
I think
said.
your upper lip.
You at your sleepy? You tired?
No.
Nah, man. But
My back was just sore from carrying this show.
disrespectful, whatever, Luca. But man, so it looks like here, man, Angie Stone was just performing in Alabama. She's on her way to perform at a college basketball championship game, and it looks like here on the way to perform.
She got ran off the road by 18-wheeler. Well, bam! They threw in a ditch. She did. Her car rolled 35 times.
Yeah, I don't know about 35 times. It rolled a couple of times, but it wasn't
I'm
35
sorry.
times.
I told you we can't be serious.
He's the bias. He's horrible. But nah, so basically she was driving
That's not a good way to go out.
She was driving on the road in the Sprinter. She wasn't driving. She was in the passenger side.
They took her out and she wasn't even driving?
She wasn't. She was in passenger side in her seatbelt, most likely. And it was basically 7 other people in the vehicle. The vehicle flipped. It hit the 18-wheeler. Now, I don't know if the vehicle flipped.
She should have been in the middle of the vehicle, in the back seat in the middle.
Probably would have been saved. I don't know if if they were moving too fast and the vehicle spun and then hit an 18-wheeler, then fell, or the 18-wheeler hit
Destination,
it. Yeah, exactly.
basically.
I don't watch scary movies like that. I told you,
He
Coles.
cries.
Horrible. But basically we got basically film here of her performance in at Alabama Mardi Gras. Then we got coverage of the incident. Then we gonna come back and let you know why people.
Disappointment. I thought we had footage of Alabama Barker.
Horrible. Nah, but then we gonna talk about how it smells like some record labels basically may have killed Angie Stone. Allegedly.
Dang. Flipped 3 times before colliding with 18-wheeler. 5 other people in the Sprinter that survived. They took her out. They hit her side. They hit her door panel on purpose.
That's crazy. That's crazy, and that's so sad. I mean, and a lot of people were saying that it smells like a conspiracy because there's a video floating around of Angie Stone talking about how she's basically trying to sue UMG for unpaid royalties because I guess they were basically taking some of her money, not paying her full checks and everything. And she was basically about to audit them and get get her money back and see what she's gonna get. But this whole tragic situation happened, and it's just so sad. And then, I mean, she had going through her life. I mean, I see she had so many accomplishments. You know, Neo Soul, so many songs like "No More Rain," and she had 2 kids. And you would think hearing this, the kids would like try to like investigate the whole conspiracy thing, but nah, they just like my mom lived a great life. She contributed to the world.
I mean,
and
it's like
everything.
nothing they can do. Like, you know, and who knows? It's like one of those things. It's like, do I really want to dig into this? What, you know, got my mom killed, and then I
True.
can be killed, and then it's like everything that the mom worked for to get all that generational wealth. It's not going to be any good if all the family members are dead.
True that.
So I don't know. It's kind of, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, what do you
Do
want
you
to
leave it
do?
alone, or do you, like, are you satisfied
Or
with what you got, or
yeah, or do you chase it and
chasing it forever?
possibly, you know, mess up your life or lose your life over it?
True. Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
if they take her out, they have no problem trying to get at you.
True.
So you got to know: do
But
you want to live a life of craziness and always looking over your shoulder, or
but it's
do you
just
want to move on?
But it's just crazy. No matter where you are, like you could be making a record labels millions and millions of dollars, they will still try to f you over. Like they're not gonna pay you all your money.
Oh
They
yeah.
they're gonna try to if you try to fight with them, they're gonna try to shelve you, or they're gonna try to run you off the road allegedly.
Well, that's like what's it called? Like wasn't it like TLC and a bunch of it happened to a million artists,
Like,
but
remember
like TLC was like had the #1 song in the world,
Aaliyah?
and they didn't even own a car.
Oh yeah,
And then they finally got him a car, and they got him some like POSs because the label kept telling them that like, oh, well, we're spending this much on advertising, and you got to pay it back. So they
That's
were
horrible.
making like no money, but having like 2 top 10 singles in the country.
That's just disrespectful. I mean, you hear a lot of conspiracies like that. Like another conspiracy I
Lil
heard.
Yachty was in the 360 when he came down.
I remember that. Or like other conspiracies I heard, like the whole Easy E conspiracy. You remember that one with the whole
Oh yeah.
him getting shot up with alleged AIDS. You didn't hear that story?
No,
You can't say that on
no, I don't know. I don't know. Just act like you didn't.
TV.
This guy.
I'm
Not every video is a Patreon video.
I'm just saying.
fellas.
I'm just trying to tell the people the conspiracies that's
And
been
we
going
need to
on
start.
in
We
hip
need to
hop.
get back to Patreon videos.
Exactly.
Patreon.
But I mean, it's all those conspiracies, though, like the Tupac conspiracy. It's a lot of things that's going on. But I mean, this is just a whole sad situation. Our condolences go out to Angie Stone, a legend
Angie Stone.
Angie Stone, a legend in the game. She did a lot of stuff. Y'all comment down below some of y'all favorite songs by Angie Stone, and y'all also comment down below. Do y'all feel like this is smelling kind of
Foul
fishy?
play.
Is it foul play? Should the police investigate into this? But moving on, man. Speaking of foul, this right here is just disrespectful.
Kanye West denies collaborating on Bhad Bhabie's Alabama Barker's diss track, and Kanye might have sent over a verse. Bhad Bhabie was previewing a remix that had Kanye on it. They don't know if it was AI or Kanye has done a million songs. He's even been on people's mixtapes that you could have even pulled an old verse and put it on the beat.
True.
So you never know. But Kanye responded to this. I think we have a video of the leak and of him responding to this.
We
Correct?
got it, and we got Alabama mama talking. It's just crazy out here.
That's great. I'd never seen her mom before. But here we go.
I'm just telling you that my daughter is not a fighter. My daughter is not a fighter, but I am. Tell your daughter to leave my daughter alone.
I'm not in the middle of none of this AI beef, people throwing my voice on things, the whole carnival sample. I just talked to Travis Barker. I would never be in the middle. I don't even know what's going on. I just got sent a song and asked if I could play the sample. Only reason why I clear anything is because so many people try to stop me. They stop clearances. Everything has been very difficult for me. So anybody asks me for something, I always clear it, but I'm not cool with being put in the middle of all of this at all. So any verse would be going viral using my voice and all that. It's like, I didn't do it.
Yo, how's it going, Soldier Boy? I just wanted to ask you real quick, what do you feel about Bhad Bhabie lying about your name and her diss against Alabama Barker?
Man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know the internet do a lot of internet stuff on the internet. It's clout. Like, a lot of people like to speak on my name, but
yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about none of that, man.
Exactly.
We standing on business, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I heard this is your new store, is that right?
Yo, SODMG brand new store. This is my second location. We live from Melrose. Pull up on us, come shop, you feel me? Come rock with your boy, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
No cap.
And then last question, do you have any new music coming out soon?
On God, man. Album on the way, man. Swag 7, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. On God, we going on tour too, the Swag Tour, man. Everybody go get our tickets, Ticketmaster.com. April, the Swag Tour is going down, man.
The swag. Are we going, man?
We're going to the swag tour.
We definitely getting tickets to the swag tour, and we gonna sit. Listen,
we getting VIP. We getting the meet and greet.
Fast. We gonna smoke with Soldier. Big Soldier. Well, can we sit on here?
You already said it. It's whatever.
Nah. But I mean, with this, I mean, I don't listen to Kanye West, man. I don't understand what you're talking about, man. First, you're saying that people send you don't know what's going on. You call Travis Barker. People send you samples. People actually samples all the time. You approve it, but if the song has a track on it, you saying it's AI. Is this video AI? Is this a real video of Kanye West saying this? I mean, AI looking real.
I mean, technically, we could all be AI, so. You never know.
Exactly.
You could just be dots in the program.
Nah, but I feel like it's all cap, man. I feel like Kanye West really did give that verse to Bama, but he probably
You think he really did give a verse?
I think he gave it to her. Then Kim heard about it, and then that's when she called Kanye West and just cussed him out. Say, you ain't finna see Baby North no more. You ain't finna never see the kids. You ain't finna see nobody until you make this right. So he basically didn't. He basically took away the clearance and said, nah, you can't do it. So she just leaked it online, like all the other rappers do.
I don't know. I think it's either AI or old like forgotten verse on like from a random mixtape where he was on like someone's mixtape that was like medium or medium small that people forgot about.
I mean,
it could be AI. AI's gotten so good. I mean, I was seeing songs where people were taking, like, artists would do snippets. They would play songs on their live or something, and the audio wouldn't be the greatest.
Yeah.
Or they would use like AI, and it would turn that snippet into like a real song where it had like studio quality, and even like the snippet would be like 30 seconds, but they would turn it into like a 2-3 minute song with AI like making up lyrics to complete the song.
True. I mean, you do have a lot of that out there. I mean, I wonder how they're gonna do with that with like the music law. Are they gonna try to like get that removed? Because I mean, they can make
artists are fighting that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, they making stuff like this. I mean, it did sound real. It tricked me. I thought it was for real. For real. I was like, oh, what? I played the thing. I was like, damn, this thing hot. And then it was so hot that Kanye West got on it. I mean, it made sense to me because Kanye West finna drop an album. You already know Kanye West has been off his meds.
That's not the album we're talking about. We're talking about Swag 7.
Oh, and that's what. Also, that was a smart, genius move too. I got to give it to Bhad Bhabie because the fact that she mentioned Tiger in it and Soulja Boy, knowing that anytime anybody mentions Soulja Boy, he's finna go off. And as long as you go
on his live,
exactly,
he goes off on everyone on his live.
Because we just got finished with him talking about Marlon Wayans, and that was like last week.
That was hilarious.
The whole song,
they were both funny.
Soulja Boy on Krenak in Meth. You can smell it on his breath.
Yeah,
exactly. Don't quote me. Marlon Wayans did the song, and that was also AI. You remember?
Oh yeah, the country AI song.
Exactly. So I mean, but this beat. So how do you feel about this Bama and this baby beef? Are you surprised that it's still going on this long? Are you surprised that it's got this many million views? Are you surprised that it's number one trending?
I'm surprised. Like,
Catch Me Outside.
the Bhad Bhabie's first diss song, like it was funny, it was entertaining, it wasn't that good. It was like mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
And then was that Alabama put out her video,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's actually good.
Oh yeah, because you do think that Bama's better than
As a
Baby.
rapper, yeah.
And you think
And then
this is better.
Bhad Bhabie was like, oh, you want to like crap on me and get like a video? I think Alabama's song has like 1 or 2 million views. It did pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
But then this with using the Kanye sample, and that like her song already has like 5 million views.
Skyrocketed.
She already got back into it. So it's crazy. I hope Alabama does another song. But she was like, you stole that flow from Lotto. She was like, you got kicked out of the Kardashian house for being a hoe.
And stinky. I can't say the word. My coach gonna ringing me up.
He's trying to make us make a Patreon. We don't have a Patreon for this channel. We only have a Patreon for our reaction channel, Crib Reactions. Check that out in our link in links down below. But yeah, watch your mouth, coach.
But you know what I see? I also see what she's doing right now as a Bhad Bhabie. She's streaming. She just did a stream with She just did a stream with DDG, and also
oh my God, DDG shows up on every stream.
He's a streaming whore.
It's like there's DDG.
Exactly. You know what? DDG was actually this close to being a topic on the podcast because some girl, I think she was working at Disney World, and like she revealed like, oh yeah, this Disney star and this rapper bought a jacket. Then they tried to return it, and then like we put it up on YouTube that he wore the jacket, and then like it was a whole scene, and then like everybody knew that only Disney star and rapper there is DDG and Haley, and like DDG's made like 4 or 5 videos about this like, I'm rich. You can't sue me for running the return stuff. Like he made a whole bunch of videos about that.
So but even if he wore it through the park and decided like it's not comfortable or it's itchy, and he wanted to return it, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
If you take something home and try it on from the store, like you buy a pair of jeans and you don't try them on in the store, you try them on and it's like, these don't fit right. There's nothing wrong with returning that. So I don't understand why you would shame someone for returning.
It's frowned upon because they're rich. Like they do it with the football. I still remember like I think one of the football players said they did it. And I think Joe Budden said he did it allegedly. Like they bought something, then they tried to return it back, and then like somebody like I guess like when you returned it back, somebody at the register watches their stuff, like their streams and everything. And it was like, I remember you wearing this, and then like they told their manager like, no, they wore this, and then like the store made like a big scene out of it, like, no, you wore this and all that stuff. We don't want to.
It doesn't matter if I wore it or not. I got the receipt. 30-day return policy.
Pretty much. I feel the same way. You do it in a return policy time, even if you do it after a return policy, even if you do it after the time frame, they give you store credit. Like I think like if the first so many days, that's when you get your money back. But then after that,
then you get a gift card.
They give you a gift card, like store credit. That's if they nice. If you don't cuss them out,
it depends on what store.
Exactly.
How cool they are.
But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this Bhad Bhabie and this Barker situation.
Loves Bhad Bhabie.
Do you? Of course, man. Catch me outside.
She's the baddest baby.
You see her slap her mama? Disrespectful. But now it's time to talk about some positive stuff right now, man. We've been talking negative. It's time to shed some light, man. It is.
Women are going to space. Katy Perry said to travel to space with historic all-female flight crew on Blue Origin rocket. Can you believe it that the special group of women is going to space to basically show the world, here we are and we're in space.
Hear me roar.
Hear me roar. Hear me rear.
Nah, but I mean, at first, I feel some type of way about this, but after doing a whole bunch of through all the research,
part of it.
No, horrible. After going through all the research and learning about this, I mean, a lot of women are saying like this is empowering. Like at first, I was telling my daughter like, "Oh, you can be a doctor, you can do this, you can do that," and I could tell my daughter like, "You can be an astronaut," because they didn't.
What daughter are you talking about, co-host?
This is what this woman said.
Oh, okay.
This woman said like
I thought you were talking for yourself.
No,
I thought you had a secret child.
No, man. I mean, like this woman said how like she didn't see a lot of women in the whole NASA doing a lot of astronaut stuff, but now that you see this going on, this has inspired them, and I mean that's always positive. That's a great thing. But like my co said, man, Jeff Bezos, and the blue. You can play it like it's no sound. Jeff Bezos and the Blue Origin rocket. They are doing, like, they've been doing this for a while now. They're sending like, these people that don't have a lot of money up in space now.
Lauren Sanchez, Gail King, Katy Perry, Kieran or Flynn, Amanda, and Nigel.
Imagine that, yeah, and then
Surname
I think
Kieran?
that Lauren Sanchez person is Jeff Bezos' chick.
Oh yeah, she's a billionaire too.
She's with him, of course.
Why are you not trying to climb that tree, co-host?
Horrible.
We'll just tell her we don't even need a Billy. Just give us like a few hundred milli. We'll be straight.
Horrible. But I mean, so basically what's going on is they're gonna go on this basically rocket ship. Now the rocket ship, they're not going to Pluto and Mars. They ain't going to no amazing.
They're going on the cusp of space.
Exactly. They ain't going on no Star Wars galaxy trip, man. They going in space for 11 minutes. It's going straight up in the air. I mean, they're gonna spend some time out of
11 minutes. That's an eternity for you.
Listen, man, she better be happy. That's all I gotta say. Ungrateful, man. They always want more.
Like, I'm a sprinter. I'm not a marathoner.
Horrible, exactly. But I mean, so basically, they're gonna go into space. Yeah, they're gonna be in the orbit for a little bit, not that long. They're gonna be able to unbuckle their seat, they buckle belts. Fly around, take some
Float
pictures.
do some backflips,
float around. Then they're gonna come back down. Now, I mean, a lot of people are wondering when this is gonna happen. Katy Perry actually has a concert coming up, the Lifetime tour, which starts on May the 7th, ends on August the 23rd. So they're saying it's gonna be happening before the end of
Hopefully this goes good, because that would be crazy to have like a space flight and then it's like we lose Gail, Katy Perry, and Miss Sanchez all in one swoop. I'm not really familiar with the other ladies. I'm sorry. You said what?
The Bowie girl, she's part of NASA. She actually works for him. But I mean, I feel the same way you feel, because at a time like this, where like every time you turn around, planes are falling off the sky, planes are playing bumper cars with each other, and what?
No, I'm thinking I have a flight coming up in a couple months, and I'm just like, oh god.
You got your boat. You can drive.
If my plane goes down, I'm going down in the ocean.
It's like Titanic.
Oh my god! I'm gonna end up like the island. Like what's it? Lost.
Oh, what's it do with the Castaway? We get the coconut. His friend Castaway.
Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Facts. That's gonna be you.
Wilson.
You have a coconut friend named
Wilson.
Have a coconut named Kodak.
Kodak. No, Kodak. Don't float away from me.
Nah, but I mean, this is amazing. I mean, they're saying that this should happen before the first week of May. But like I said, man, with the planes falling down and everything, I'd be scared, because this isn't the time to be trying to go out of space.
I mean, but it's like been like like regular like commercial airplanes. But this is more like a spacecraft. Because the Blue Origin can that ship can go to like space, like it could go to the space station.
Yeah,
like it's equipped to go there.
But I mean, someone blow up. I mean,
yeah.
Spacecrafts blow up. So
what I haven't wondered.
What?
It's like why, like, we've invented planes that could go to space and like go to like super fast and all this stuff. Why is there like no escape pods? Like the only planes that have escape pods are like the military ones, where they shoot you out and then you have the parachute.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like for any like multi-passenger plane, there's no like parachute option.
I thought you get a parachute under your seat. You know what, man?
That's not a parachute. That's a flotation device for when you go into the ocean.
Oh,
and then you're shark bait.
Basically, they just make you floating shark bait.
Yeah, it's just delaying the inevitable.
Campbell's noodle soup.
You're like, oh, great for you. You didn't die instantly. You get to die slow today.
I mean that is true. Because at the same time, if
they just like accept the loss, like, oh, if a commercial plane with 50 people is going down, we're just losing 50 people. There's no escape pods. You're just going down. And the crazy thing is like planes, like there's really no way to like safely crash them. If you crash them, more than likely you're blowing up.
That's the crazy part. You thought it'd be better by now.
Because the only way to survive it is like to get it where you're like perfectly aligned and you skim, and then you're like skimming the belly of the plane, and then you slide to a halt. But usually you come in at too harsh of an angle, and then you just explode.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that is funny how like with spacecrafts, I mean, spaceships and everything, and in TV shows and the movies, they all got space pods. But I never thought about that. Like, why do planes have space pods? They only have
Escape
like
pods, yeah.
they only have like the yellow slide.
That's a slide that, like, if you slide out instead of just having to jump like 15 feet, you get to take a comfy slide.
I mean, it's a scary job. I couldn't do it, man. I don't even want to bungee. I don't even want to skydive. Y'all over here doing this rich people stuff, man. Count me out.
Well, you wouldn't do skydiving, but would you do bungee jumping?
No, I'm black.
This doesn't mean you can't do bungee
Yes,
jumping.
it does. Wait, what are you bungee jumping off of? Are you bungee
bridge
off the Golden Gate Bridge, or are you bungee jumping
Just
off of like
any bridge?
Do they do
any tall bridge that's tall enough?
Did you do the hang gliding thing in Las Vegas?
The zip line?
The zip line? Did you?
Yes,
do that?
I did that. That's cool.
Would you go to eyes closed?
No.
You watch the whole thing. Like, how long is it? Is it like real long? It's like quick.
I mean, it's quick. I think you're zip lining for, I don't know, maybe like a minute.
From building to building, like Spider-Man.
It's like the old strip in Vegas. The old Vegas strip. You zip line from one end to the other. It might be like 45 seconds.
That's not that bad. That's not
but I mean it's pretty fun because you do it like stomach down. So it's like a Superman. So you're flying through the air like Superman.
Yeah, I hate those rides. But nah, I mean, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole situation with the women going into space. Do y'all feel
Katy Perry looks excited?
She really does. Do y'all feel like rich people need to just stop this? Because at a time like this, man, airplanes is falling, crashing. Or you feel like
I thought Miss Flynn was Caitlyn Jenner for a second. I was like, that's the wrong name.
Just Miss Flynn. Oh,
yeah,
that was Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah,
I thought that was a girl off of Friends.
Who?
The one off of Friends.
Rachel.
Yeah.
The one from Cougar Town.
I guess
Monica.
No, the one that does
what's her real name?
The one that does the things with what's this man name? With not Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler.
What? Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, her. I thought it was Jennifer Aniston.
No, that looks nothing like Jennifer Aniston. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat.
Horrible. Nah, but
you know what? That is. That's what that was.
Oh my god,
that's pure racism.
I guess so. But
and speaking of pure racism, we got little Durkio now faces a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the family of Lil Pabby. Lil Durk hit with wrongful death. Family alleging murder for hire. So Durk is currently on trial for doing a murder for hire for Lil Pab, who is Quando Rondo's cousin. And Quando and Rondo was involved with the whole King Von situation where his friend Lil Tim shot King Von in the back while he was fighting Quando Rondo. So I mean, it seemed, I don't know what, it seems like weakness. This is like Duck's mom suing Durk for this exact same thing, wrongful death. It's like, how you gonna, Durk has money and your son was dissing everyone, dead people, alive people, everyone and their mother, and then he gets smoked, and then you want to sue his alleged killer or his alleged op for money. I mean, that's just the weakest stuff. Duck's mom was doing OnlyFans and all kinds of stuff trying to make it, and it just seems like, I don't know, Duck's spinning in his grave. And it's just like, I don't understand how people are supposed to be all in on the street shit and, follow the rules and all this, and then, you get smoked and then they want to sue for money.
Exactly.
It's like Drake, I understand getting called a pedophile is not the greatest, but it's crazy to sue during a rap beef. And it's just crazy though, but it's like anymore, it's like you see snitching with 6ix9ine and Real Boss and Snitchy, but then like people don't care. And it just seems like there's no rules anymore. So it's just like, this is just what's going on.
Yeah, it is. Remember how the dude, I keep talking about the Get Money Little Ronnie dude, how he just died with his 5-year-old daughter at the car wash.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like
there's no rules.
The older dudes, the dudes in their late 20s, probably more dudes in their early 30s. they were still connected to dudes that live by a code. But it seems like these guys in their low 20s and teenagers really have no respect for any type of code. It's just, they put themselves first regardless. And if they really want to take someone out, if they catch them, they catch them regardless if they're with family, a parent, a child. Situations where people would usually in the past, be like, give them a pass and be like, we'll catch you on the next time. There's no pass these days.
Exactly.
They just, taking care of it immediately.
Exactly. Well, we're going to play this video right here. Then we're going to come right back and let you know some more interesting things that's happening in the whole Durk lawsuit.
What was that? I know, Baker. I know. What was it at?
Little Durk now faces wrongful death lawsuit stemming from alleged murder for hire. The rap star already faces charges in connection with the alleged plan to kill rival rapper Quando Rondo. The plot in shooting in Los Angeles in 2022. The claim that Quando Rondo's this whole
that's what we were saying anyway.
This whole situation is just crazy because they're saying that if Durk actually loses his actual Fed case, that this is just an easy layup for the wrongful death, because if you already got proven guilty of this, then that means that they can, this whole civil suit, they can you'll be guilty of that also. But I feel like my co-host said, like, FBG Duck Mom is basically has it out for Durk. Like, she doesn't care that her son or her son's son or FBG Dusky or any of them people, if they be doing stuff in they songs. So, like, what are you saying? Like, if you sue Durk and you win this and your son's out here rapping about this, FBG Cash, before he passed away, I mean, he was kind of rapping about some stuff. You got, like, all these other people on their side, on your son's side, rapping about the same exact thing. So, can they get sued? Like, is that what you basically saying? Because, I mean, that's what's going on. I mean, like...
and Duck had some money. And, there's people that got, lost on the other side. Wonder, like, why don't they sue Duck's mom?
Exactly.
They
so
could say,
like,
we heard your the rumors in the streets that your son was involved in this murder. We know he had some rap money. Now we want to sue you. I mean, it just becomes like a petty thing where it's like, of course, it's terrible, but it's just like scorned parents suing each other. And it's just like...
You know what your son was doing.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't, even though, I mean, like, some parents don't know what their son doing. But with FPG Duck Mom, how she always, how FPG Duck Mom, how she says, like, a lot of her kids already passed away from gun violence. She hears a son's song. You heard Sliding with her and him and Ruga. Ruga need to watch out too, because I mean, like, the things that Ruga do. Like, at first he was talking about, oh yeah, I'm not in the beef, I don't rap about that stuff. Now you see him, like, he be sneak dissing. He be saying all this little this small stuff, and you're like, I thought you wasn't in the beef.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just the math ain't mathing in these streets of Chicago. Like, ain't no street code. Like, you can be living by a code, you can be doing something. As soon as you pass away, I mean,
there ain't no code anywhere now. It seems like
that's basically what it
these
seems
new
like.
age people.
Yeah, these new age people ain't no code at all. It's like, if they just trying to win.
It's
they
like
trying to quit a
GTA.
quick butt.
I'm playing to win.
Basically,
I'm not playing. And it's like me and my coach talking about sports and like Tom Brady and the Patriots. It's like, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And it's like, that's the way these people feel like playing this game of life. That they're gonna win by any means, and if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And so, like I said, we just saw who was the guy that lost his life with his daughter?
Get Money Little Ronnie in Texas.
Yeah. RP to him and his family, man. Like, that is ridiculous.
Yo, dog. I mean,
how you gonna? And the crazy thing is, some people like even would say, "Oh, you smoke him," but then like, don't touch the child. No, people would even like not do that because they wouldn't want to traumatize the child that much. They're like, we'll catch them when they're by themselves. But now it's just like everything's up for grabs and nobody cares. So it's hard to have empathy these days because you know that no one's gonna have empathy for you. So it's it's just messed up times.
Exactly. I mean, it's definitely messed up times. And to FBG Duck Mama, what
We
would
hate you.
FBG Duck say to you right now if he knew that you was over here trying to sue Dirk when he's like, I can get this in the streets? But nah, you want to do this. It's just sad. And then you want to see him rally up. You want to see him rally up every mama that you have, any mama that goes through any Chicago violence. You trying to rally them up, and get some referral money for basically sending them that way, because it's not looking right. Because all these people going to the same lawyer that you going to, like that don't make any sense. Like, his mom, Little Pub's mom, like he died in Chicago. I mean, he died in California. Why is she going to Chicago to file a lawsuit when he died in California? I would think you would go to California to do the lawsuit. Why would you go to Chicago to file a lawsuit?
Because that's where he's from. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. And the thing is I don't even think Dirk's really living in Chicago. He's living in Atlanta.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't you file it where it happened in California or in Atlanta where he's living?
You go to Chicago because FPG Duck Mama is rallying everybody up.
Yeah, let's do like a joint case.
And she's like, either I'm gonna get him, you gonna get him, somebody gonna get him. Like she's just trying to get I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, all our prayers go out for Dirk. Dirk innocent. I'm saying what I'm saying. Dirk is innocent. He ain't do any of this. It's not my fault that I'm rich and my friends want to go do what they want to do. I mean, it is what it is. I give them money for doing regular side things, and if they want to save their money up and do what they want to do with their own money, it's on them. It's not Dirk's fault.
Well, they use a credit card, so they had to steal. That wasn't.
I mean, it's a company card. I can't control everything. I got like 37 credit cards. How I'm supposed to? Like you see me.
I don't keep them all in my
everyday
pocket.
co-host. What you see? What am I looking for when we walk out the door? My wallet, right? Exactly. So if my wallet went missing and somebody took my credit card and went swiping, my co-host gonna be like, "Well, I mean, you do always lose your wallet. Should have took better care of your wallet." It is what it is. It ain't my fault. Like Mystical said. But it's time for couching. You got anything else to say about this?
No, it just seems like a bunch of punks out there, man. It's just nothing's gonna change. It is what it is.
Yeah, exactly, man. But you already know, man. It's time for couches announcements. We need more couches.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, welcome to Halftime Show, Tales from the Crib. We let you know what's going on the channel, what's new, what you can expect. We do this channel. We also have TFTC Clips and TFTC Gaming. And then, we gotta even move us to the middle. And then Crib Reactions is our other channel. Make sure you check that out and, check out everything we do. But let's go ahead and check out Crib Reactions. Move us back over. You can see our reaction channel almost at 13K subs, so make sure you check that out. And we got all kinds of videos. Our Lisa video actually hit 17K and then they blocked it because they hate our life. But yeah, check out Dochi and Jenny got a video, Snow the Product, Hannah and Jisoo. So checking out music from all of them.
On us, Know the Product, man. We gonna find a way to make that a lot better. Don't worry about it. But I mean, thank God.
Videos did good in the past. I don't know why they hated on this one. It happens. Some videos win, some videos lose. You just never know.
Yeah, we definitely never know. I mean, I told you, Cole, she should have used a spicier picture.
She didn't have any spicy poses in that one.
You found one of the magazines. Make it up. But nah, man. Thank God for subscribing to the page, man. Thank God for supporting, man. We coming bigger. We coming better, man. We got new stuff. We got new equipment. So you already know, man. Ain't no telling what we may have, man. We may even have you on the show. But hey, you ready to start the second half?
Yep.
Sounds long.
Yeah. It's the extended cut.
Exactly. But hey, man, it's time to talk about the GOAT, man. It looks like here, the GOAT, the Red Pill God.
Oh, man, I don't know if they're going to get us in trouble.
They will. The Red Pill God is that. I mean, this is our photos. That's not them. The Red Pill God has finally been able to come back to America. Romania can't stop him. The Matrix can't stop him. Ukraine can't stop Ukraine. UK can't stop them.
UK.
Ukraine. UK can't stop him. And also Santos from Florida. I know you mad, but it is what it is. Don't know what I'm talking about. brother Andrew and Tristan Tate left Romania and headed to the U.S. after spending nearly 3 years on house arrest. Andrew Tate speaks out for the first time since arriving in the United States. We're going to play this video and we're going to let you know how long will he be in the States, or is he going to be doing the dash like TK did? The race.
Oh, here we go.
So we got Andrew, how are you?
Listen. We live in a democratic society where it's innocent until proven guilty, and I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. There's a lot of opinions about us, a lot of things that go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever. We have no criminal record anywhere on the planet ever. Our case was dismissed on the 19th of December in Romania under the Biden administration. And our prosecutor recently decided, because we have no active indictment in court, to let us go and return. This is a democratic society. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, as my brother and I are. And I think it's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap-up smears, lies, or carefully constructed narratives from George Soros-funded operations trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
Why are you here in Florida? Why are you here? Why did Donald Trump help get you the travel ban lifted? Did Donald Trump help get the travel ban lifted? Why are you guys here? Can you tell us? Why are you here in Florida?
Why are you in Florida? Why are you here? Why are you here? I mean,
that's where all the evil people come from.
What, Romania?
Florida.
You hater. But nah, man, like I said earlier, it's been 3 years. Tate has basically said, he's done a couple interviews since he's been back to the United States. He said that, he's already beat the case. He beat the case in Romania just because they're stating that they had what was it again?
What?
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. It was basically like something going on. Basically, it was. Yeah, it was basically something going on. Basically, how they did the whole court case. It was basically done all wrong. So they dismissed the case, and Romania ended up picking back up the case. But that's how he ended up getting bail. And then also Andrew Tate is saying that it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Because if you didn't know, he knows Donald Trump's son. He knows, of course, you already know he knows Aiden Ross. He knows
Which son?
With Trump Jr.
Oh.
He knows Trump. He's cool with Trump Jr. He's cool with Aiden Ross. You know, Aiden Ross and the Nook Boys.
God.
You know, they have that whole connection thing going on. So they've been talking to J.D. Vance and they've been talking to Trump. And it looks like here it worked out. Trump and them allegedly spoke to Romania to basically get them their U.S. passports back so that they can travel. Now, Andrew Tate, the Tate brothers are gonna be here until March the 23rd. That's when they have to go back to court. And then they said most likely once they're done with that, they're going to be coming back to the United States to basically do what they always been doing, spreading positivity, giving uplifting speeches.
Going back on Fresh and Fit.
Letting men know what they need to do to be back head of the household. Because, there's a lot of wimpy men out here, a lot of crybabies, a lot of dudes that point the fingers, a lot of fat beta males, and the Matrix is taking over you. And you need to, walk away from the Matrix. Walk away. But I want to know, co-host, why are people so afraid of Andrew Tate? Like, he ain't doing nothing wrong. He not a convicted felon. He not out here.
Well, they say because he was alleged for human trafficking.
But he's not guilty yet.
That he's red pill and that he's so far into that he actually hates women and is against women.
But he hasn't been convicted. I thought you was innocent to prove. So you're no longer innocent to proven guilty. You just
not
guilty.
Really anymore. To be honest, because it's all public perception.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get alleged of something, it's like you're guilty till proven innocent. Look at Johnny Depp. Everyone was crazy on him, and then once it took time for the whole case to play out, you saw that he was actually the one that was in the right, and he won back a lot of respect and his dignity. And it wasn't really about the money, but it was about him clearing his name. And he went from losing all of his deals to getting a whole bunch of deals again. So Unfortunately, that's how it is in today's age.
It's just hard, but now I see why a lot of people sue because I mean, even if you beat the charges, like the damage that it does, like the damage that it does to your whole reputation, it's just I mean, you really can't come back from that. Like Johnny Depp, like you just said about Johnny Depp. So with this
I mean, you
situation,
can come back from it. It just takes a long
so I was saying,
process.
somebody gonna say
It's not gonna be overnight. Like Johnny Depp got his reputation back probably over like a year and a half.
I mean, what's OJ Simpson never got his reputation back. He was proven innocent.
Yeah,
He beat the case.
I'm not saying that some people don't ever have their reputation ruined for life.
Sure.
But I was saying people do fix their reputation, but it seems like the ones that do, when it's dealing with something serious, that it's never a quick process, that it takes like 6 months, a year, even over a year. I mean, shoot, you even saw it with Kyrie. He went from, being labeled a racist and like people thinking he should be out the league and losing his Nike deal to being like, comeback player of the year and being an all-star again.
True. They
And
are.
now like everyone's saying, he's like the best ball handler in all time, and we need to cherish him and all this stuff. And unfortunately, he got injured recently, but he kind of did make the swing all the way back to being loved again.
True.
I don't know if they'll. I don't think they'll ever have that because I don't think they were ever really universally loved. The Tate brothers, they were kind of universally hated.
Yeah.
So they're just using all of this against them.
True.
So they I think even if they do beat their cases, they're gonna be like, oh well, they'll still call them. You were those guys that were accused of this, and well, technically you're right. They were accused. Even if they beat it, they were accused of it at one point. So you know how it goes.
Especially when it's against women. That's one thing you can't do. You can do certain things, but once you do it against women, that's just something they don't let down. But I mean, this is just a whole horrible situation. I just hope they fix it, and I hope they fix the whole point of when you post Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate anywhere on social media that your pages don't get shadow banned.
Well, yeah, I even wonder about this episode. So if you're watching this episode, we appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe because I forgot. Like the last time we covered the brothers, I think that video and then our next like 3-4 videos got suppressed. So this will be a test.
I already made the thumbnail.
Test to see.
I made the thumbnail.
With them on it?
No, with them not on it.
Okay.
And also, I push this all the way to like after halftime. So hopefully, I mean, like,
yeah.
if they,
you never know though. You never know like how much they really monitor. Sometimes it feels like it's a little bit. Sometimes it feels like they're literally monitoring like every second of what you say. And if it's something that's not with a popular opinion online, then you kind of get that shadow ban treatment.
Exactly. Well, speaking of shadow ban treatment, man, this next topic right here should be banned, man. We out here trying to save you, man. Don't be tricked by the beautiful faces and the big buttocks, because it looks like here. That's what happened to Stefon Diggs, man. If you didn't know, Stefon Diggs is suing Mulan Hernandez and her friend for trespassing in what
intentional infliction of emotional distress and more, and she's seeking monetary relief of over $250,000. Let's just say she said she got a concussion, but she's saying she got a concussion from Stefon Diggs. Claims his lawsuit is an attempt to get ahead of the truth, and that she's not going to be intimidated or silenced. And she posted on her story, and I guess a post, basically detailing this, that that she was assaulted.
On June 7th, I was assaulted from behind by Stefon Diggs at our residence, an incident that resulted in a concussion. Months later, when the mediation his legal team requested didn't plan out in his favor, I was stuck with this fabricated story publicly. This is clearly an attempt to try to get ahead of the truth that is coming. I will not be intimidated nor silenced. Having to reveal this moment is very traumatic for me, especially in my time of healing. Domestic violence is something I do not wish on anyone. But I mean, this is right here. This is just crazy. I mean, if you see her story, if you see the lawsuit that basically is being filed, I mean, this basically happened. Basically, I forgot. It's basically happened in the summertime. They were basically messing. Allegedly, they were basically messing around. If you didn't know, Mulan used to go with Bobo. Yes, the ugly African dude, Bobo, that plays on the what team he on now? The Suns.
The Suns.
It's not
You
five.
always
It's
racist
not
to
my five.
African dudes.
It's not my five. He's top 5 ugliest in the NBA. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But nah, I mean, she was going with him. I mean, they broke up, so she's in these streets. And I mean, this girl right here, she friendly. She be at all the NBA parties. She be at all the basket. She be at all the NBA parties, all the NFL
Trying to get
parties.
a rebound.
She trying to get that rebound. I mean, I thought that she was in the WNBA because of all the videos she's posting. But I mean, do you even remember her playing in the WNBA?
I never saw her play, but every time there's like a post that like, oh, look at the hottest girls in the WNBA, they would always show like a picture of her in her uniform. But it was like, I think she was on a team for a short little bit and then got cut or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Never made it to another team, but people still use her in those photos all the time.
Horrible. But I mean, so this story doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna tell you both sides of the story, and then I mean, I'm gonna let y'all paint the picture. So it looks like here on June 7th, I mean, like I said before, they've been messing around. So even when Stefon Diggs not there, she hit Stefon Diggs up and like, hey, I'm in Houston. I know you're not here, but can I be in your crib? And like, they messing around, they fooling around. He let her
Let me use your crib.
She let him in. He let her in the crib, and I mean, I'm pretty sure she ain't bring no dudes over. He got cameras everywhere, so she wasn't that dumb. So he let her do that, and then on June the 7th, she came over in the morning, drunk as hell with her friend. She came over. Stefon Diggs' story is that she came over drunk. Once he knows that she was drunk, he went to the computer room, his computer gaming room. That's when she came in right behind him and started wrecking stuff. She broke the computer. She grabbed his watch. She broke the watch. She threw his cell phone in the toilet. And then the cop said that's when he offered her to get her Uber ride to her to leave and everything. She didn't leave. That's when she has a trespassing part because he told her to leave multiple times, and her and her friend didn't leave. She threatened to say that, oh, you ain't finna never play in the NFL again. I'm finna ruin your career with this. So that's what he said. He's like emotionally distressed because of the whole situation. But I mean, that's what he's saying that happened. But he doesn't mention the part where he hits her in the back of the head. He just
he has cameras, right?
I mean,
they should have the footage if he actually ever did.
But not if it's in the gaming room. It was in the gaming room. You probably had a
gaming room. Don't
room.
have footage.
It probably
camera?
does.
That's a secret room.
Probably secret.
That's a naughty room.
Exactly. But I mean, if you did hit her in the back of the head, you don't want to show it. You want to say nothing about it.
I don't have footage of that room.
Exactly. So I mean, that's his story. His story: she came in, she started wrecking stuff. He wanted to leave. You see, her story is she came over. He just randomly hit me in the back of the head. She don't say why he hit me in the back of the head. She's like, he hit me in the back of the head. And what also makes her story all fishy is she went to the doctor's office. She went to the hospital twice. The first time she went to the doctor's office, she said she slipped and fell. They did a medical record. And then once she realized things wasn't going out in her favor, she went to the place. No, after the first time she did that, she said she slipped and fell. Then she started texting him and everything. You know how it is. You text, they trying to see how the temperature is. If it's sweet and everything, you act like nothing ever happened. You take the crazy bitch back. Then she ain't gonna move forward. But he didn't take her back. He was like, "Forget you. I'm done with this." So that's when she went back to the hospital and said,
I thought she went back to Bobo.
No, that's when she went back to the hospital on the 14th of June and said, oh, yeah, he hit me in the back of the head. And on top of that, I'm pregnant. And then that's where they're like...
he assaulted me and my child.
He assaulted me and my child. And like that's when she's saying that. That's when she started saying this story. So he's trying to say, like, if I assaulted you, why you didn't say it the first time, why you said it the second time. And on top of that, you adding sauce to the story. You saying you pregnant. You're not 5 months pregnant because we over here smashing. So who you pregnant by? I'm letting you in my house and you 5 months pregnant. And it ain't and I don't know about it. So it ain't my baby.
Sounds like the weekend when we went to Cabo.
Yeah, exactly. So you never go.
Got 3
never trust
pregnant.
Facts. I'm still recovering. I'm still waiting for that child support. But nah, I mean, this story is crazy. He's over here. This story is crazy. I mean, like I would have never thought it, but I mean, after looking at her page and like looking at her past, she does look like it. She the type of
look like what?
The type of girl, like if you're going through something in a relationship, she gonna post it on social media.
Oh,
you ever seen those type of girls?
Yes, I've lived that.
How was it since you
It's
first?
not great. It's not great. So you realize I'm not dealing with this again.
Exactly. And imagine it could have been worse. Like imagine like your people don't follow that person on any of the social media sites, but imagine if they did. So every time they post, they would have saw it. You would have fixed the problem, but your dad would have said, question you like, oh Gavin, well, why such and such? Why this happen?
That's why I'm happy my parents were never on social media.
Let's see.
I never had to worry about that. I got off Facebook right away when my friends' parents got on social media. It's like I gotta like it's crazy to me that people still use Facebook in 2025 because I stopped using Facebook back in like 08, 09 because like my friends and like neighbors and stuff would start sending me friends requests. My friends' parents would like send me friend requests, and I'm like, I don't want to be friends with you. Like I know your child. Like I don't understand like why you're trying to see what I'm doing. So I was like, I'm never getting on here again, and I never did. My account's still up there, but
Wow.
this has had no activity since 08.
Then you find out somebody mama got an OF page. Hey. Exactly. Horrible. I hurt you.
I literally said nothing.
I heard you. But nah, man, y'all comment down below how y'all feel about the situation. Do you feel like Stefon Diggs is gonna win the case, or do you feel like, I mean, hey, you may have to pay up that, you may have to pay up, cause I mean, domestic violence is never the answer. What you gonna say?
I agree. Domestic violence is never the answer.
Yeah.
Lock the door, kick him out.
Yeah, exactly. Lock the door, kick him out, and if they don't
Call
leave,
your bodyguard to do it, so you can't be charged.
Exactly. I'm wondering why his bodyguards wasn't there. I mean, you would think he'd have bodyguards around.
Can you please respectfully remove them from the premises?
Exactly. Just like on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Kick him out. But speaking of kicking out, man, this next topic here is finna rile my co-host up. I already know it.
It's gonna rile me so much up that I'm gonna take a knee on this topic. So you go ahead and start it.
All right, man. So if you didn't know, man, this past weekend we just had I would say one of the fights of the 2025, one of the best fights that I didn't even expect was finna happen. So if you didn't know, man, Gervonta Davis just fought Lamont Roach, and it ended in a draw. Now, I mean, everybody didn't know. I mean, everybody suspected that Gervonta Davis was finna, mop the floor with him. But with me, I mean, I kind of had a inkling that it was gonna be a draw or something crazy, or he may lose. And the reason why is because every time you see Gervonta Davis talk, he didn't sound like he had his head in the game. He kept talking about retirement, and you were talking about how like he not really happy no more in the boxing game, and how it's like a lot of crooks in the boxing game, or how like Floyd Mayweather tried to take him out. Try to take him out and try to make him lose. So I mean, he doesn't have it in him. I mean, he's not having fun anymore. So with that, I thought like, yeah, this is the perfect time to catch Gervonta Davis slipping because his head's not really in it. And I mean, on top of that, like the way that the style that Gervonta Davis fights, I feel like that could have been a big cause of why this became a draw. Because if you watch a lot of boxing fights, the way Gervonta Davis fights is the first like 3 to 5, 6 rounds, he like just testing you out. He's trying to see how hard you can punch. So like he doing a lot of baiting, a lot of counters, but he's not really hitting you. So he's just trying to see how hard you hit, see your movements and everything. And then when the late in the 5th round, 6th round comes, when like you threw a couple punches and you tired, that's when like he goes on the attack. And I feel like that's when it was just too late. Like with Roach, like he was already down like a round or two. So when he started doing what he was doing in the 5th, 6th round, like he had to win all the rounds in order for him to win in my eyes. But I mean, with the whole
he took a knee.
Him taking a knee, I thought he was showboating because the way that he did it, like Lamont swung. I mean, it grazed his eye, but it didn't like really like his head didn't snap back when he hit him.
He went like this.
Exactly, and then he did that. Then he paused for a split second, glanced at the referee, and then took a knee. And I'm like, I mean, is he showboating? Like, is he like, oh man, this fight boring? Like, I'm gonna take a knee and then get up and show y'all that I'm gonna still whoop him. Because you seen after he took the knee, he got up, and then when the ref counted, then he started fighting. Like he started like fighting for real. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's probably just showboating, like showing out. But nah, man,
It was embarrassing.
It was.
I mean, this fight, Gervonta is supposed to be the best in the world, and Lamont took it to him. And the whole taking the knee situation, to me, 100% he took a knee. I mean, you can't get hit by a punch and then take a knee. I mean, that's what Ryan Garcia did. Whenever he went down against Tank, he got hit in the ribs. He couldn't move right. He took a knee. I think like he took a knee and then realized he took a knee and was like he's not supposed to, and then he ran to his corner like, oh, my eye, my eye, my eye.
And he wiped his face real fast.
Yeah, and the ref was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. It was just my eye. Like, something flew into my eye.
So do you blame the ref, or do you feel like, I mean, it was just
I blame the ref because the
situation.
They were supposed to have replay because they're supposed to replay and make a decision when they're going in between rounds. And for whatever reason, the replay wasn't working, so they had to go with a call in the ring. And the call in the ring is that he didn't count it.
So the ref choked.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
And they showed pictures of him, and they're like, whoa, what? I mean, of course he choked because they showed him and he's all cross-eyed.
Horrible.
But yeah, I don't know. To me, he took the knee. He got punched. He took a knee, and then he popped up and was like, "Oh, wipe my face, wipe my face."
Do you see how everybody else is talking like, "Oh no, what about Lamont? Lamont, he fell too. He took a knee down too."
Yeah, and if you think that, then you're a boxing casual. I'm a boxing casual, and I will say that, but you're like a casual of casuals, because
he pushed him down.
If you see any time where boxing where they were kind of like wrestling when they tie up and like someone gets pushed down, that is never counted down as a knockdown. But you getting punched in the face and then taking a knee is 100% a knockdown. So if you think Lamont also took a knee, then you just need to never watch contact sports a day in your life.
Exactly. But I mean, we got a video right here of Gervonta Davis talking about a rematch and Lamont Roach giving his response, and then we're gonna come back and let you know what the boxing organization is saying about this whole being reviewed. Or will Gervonta Davis be disqualified?
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than But I didn't really know that you can get disqualified for all that, or when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
On that performance.
Thank you,
I'm sure a lot of people were extremely impressed. Shakur Stevenson said that if you can't get the rematch, he has a championship fight waiting for you. What do you think about that?
That's why I love him. Genuinely speaking, man, that's what I want to do. I want to fight the best fights. Like I said, hopefully we can get the rematch. If not, hopefully I can, more than likely we can get in there with Shakur because, we already talked. And it's all about showing who's the best. It's all about good competition. And that's what I'm on. I'm in here trying to prove that I'm the best.
Tank, I just wanted to ask earlier, you said, hopefully you can get the rematch with Lamont next, but everybody looks at you as the face of boxing and as somebody who calls the shots. Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we can get it before. It probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. Definitely might see it in a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, again.
See, I was scared for Gervonta Davis from the entrance. Soon when I seen Joel's fucking up, then Jim Jones popped out the corner. I said, oh, no, this nigga lost. This nigga came out with old-ass Dipset. Music wasn't even hitting right. I said, nah, it's over, man. I knew once he had them two niggas right there, it was going to be a rough night. I said, oh, ain't no knockouts coming. Joel walking out there with a blanket and shit. I mean, Jim Jones got a blanket on, man. God damn, Joel's got the damn Slauson ass, swap me jeans, and old ass Averex. Just like, yeah, nigga, I'm happy to be here. This nigga mouthpiece came out, his teeth came out while he was rapping and shit. I said, man, it's over, man. Can't do this shit no more, man. Come on, Tank. Come on, man. You gotta stop this shit. You normally come out with some cool shit. I know the thought was cool. The thought of, like, you know what, I'm gonna have Dipset. And you was thinking old Dipset. You was like, nigga, 2, 1, Santana dip. Kind of set. You was thinking that shit. But that nigga came out, the goddamn dentures popped out, nigga started fixing his teeth and rapping at the same time. I said, man, shit ain't cool, man. Jim Jones.
Horrible. I mean, that's Nick Young. Nick Young was basically getting on him real heavy. I mean, I felt the same way. I was like, wow, out of all people, Joel Santana and Jim Jones. I mean, I don't understand Jim Jones had an album dropping out that same week, so I understand that. But he didn't even perform a song that was
That's
on his
not
album.
his problem.
Oh Lord, I mean, I guess so, but I mean, you see what is going on. Gervonta Davis says he wants to fight Lamont, but most likely it might not be
I
next
don't understand why not.
because I think he already has a fight scheduled. But I mean, and they're saying that this was actually, the rematch was also in the contract. So I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work out. I mean, he says he's not gonna fight him this year, but I mean, like you told me, Gervonta usually sounds like an animal on the mic. He wants to like beat somebody up real bad. Like it seems like he really don't even care. He's like, I want to fight
I mean,
him,
he
but
talked about retiring, and he didn't see the dog in this fight because Roach was taking it to him. And I mean, he even stumbled Gervonta at one point, kind of, had him walk backwards. He had him
caught him a couple nice
He
punches.
made him look like Tatum versus Celtics, getting crossed up. And I was like, dang, I ain't never seen Gervonta get done like that.
I definitely did. And then on top of that, we got this next page right here. Like you see, Gervonta wanted to blame it on the hairstylist, and as soon as he blamed it on the hairstylist, looks like here Gervonta Davis hairstylist shuts down his claim that his hair grease was in his eye during the fight. I did his hair Wednesday. It's Saturday. There's no excuse. I mean, exactly. Like why
is it still greasy?
Exactly. Well, we got
because I don't wash it.
Yeah, exactly. We got a video right here. I hope there's no sound on it. Play it. Oh yeah, fix it.
As a hairstylist, I think I ate this the fuck up. As a hairstylist, I think I ate this the fuck up. As a hairstylist,
I don't know why she said it so many times. But
She
yeah,
ate it the F up.
But yeah, I mean, with this hair, I mean, the hair being in the face, like the hair, I mean, I heard him about blood, like if blood's in your face and everything, blood's running in your eye, or if you have too much grease in your face, you can take a knee or you can walk to your corner and get your face wiped out, but you can't do it after a punch. Like if the contact made, you can't go ahead and take the knee. I mean, this whole dry situation is the reason why a lot of people don't want to watch boxing at all, because it's rigged. Like even it's looking like if you the champ, you have to if you going against the champ, you have to basically beat him without a shadow of a doubt in order to win. Like you have to knock him out, beat him,
dominate,
or basically dominate. And it looks like if you don't do that, then it's stuff like this gonna happen. Either gonna give it to him, or they're gonna give it the draw. But I need y'all to let us know when it's a draw on your record. Oh yeah, that's you too, Coast. Like you said, if it's a draw on your record, you count it as a loss, a half loss, right?
Half loss.
But what about Lamont Roach? Do you count his as a half win or is it a half loss? Because he did good.
It's a half win for him.
Horrible. But you know what's funny? I looked at Lamont Roach's record. His record is 25-1-2 now. So now
He's had 2 draws?
He has 2 draws now.
Oh, my God. 2 draws, shawty.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they saying Lamont Roach, he wants to fight Shakur. That'd be a good. I mean, I guess
That would be entertaining.
That'd be entertaining, even though Shakur is basically a boring boxer. I want next fight boxing match is coming up is Rolo going against Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is finally going to be out suspension.
We got a fight to watch this weekend for UFC.
Alex Pereira. I think Alex Pereira is.
Seth wants us to check it out.
We definitely gonna be watching that. Definitely gonna be bringing you news into that situation. Hopefully that's not the whole hugging match. I hate hugging matches. But I mean, this boxing match did.
He loves the brotherly love matches. He's from Philly. He loves the tush push.
Middle fingers up. But y'all comment down below. Do y'all feel like the Gervonta Davis kneel down? It shouldn't count, or do you think it should count? But moving on, man. It's time to talk about some NBA news.
It looks like the nightmare season has come to an end for the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, our beloved Kyrie Irving has an ACL injury. He tore it, and this is after the Luka curse. You know, they had the curse of the great Bambino for the Red Sox, where they didn't win a championship for over 100 years. I think we might be seeing the same thing in Dallas. You know, there's star young center Derek Lively was injured. They got Anthony Davis. He played for 2 quarters and then got injured. And then Daniel Gafford, the superstar backup, possible 6th man of the year, got injured. And now Kyrie, with the workload that he's been given as the number 1 option instead of being the number 2, playing 40 minutes a night, gets bumped while doing a Euro step, and unfortunately his left knee goes backwards, tearing his ACL. And at Kyrie's age, a lot of times these injuries are like anywhere from 6 to 8, 6 to 10 months. So he might not even be back until around All-Star time next year.
That's crazy.
So it's going to even impact the next season for the Mavs. So hopefully the rest of the guys will be healed, but they may be struggling without having a real ball handler in the mix for the first half of the season. So we'll see if they have to make trades to get that kind of situation handled. But we got some words here from Kyrie Irving. We're going to watch the video, and then we'll be right back to give you our thoughts.
It hurts. It hasn't been 48 hours since I tore my ACL, but the recovery process already started, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So just wanted to let you guys know I'm okay, and I will be okay moving forward. It does suck a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It's this one stings for sure, but I have a great support system around me. I have incredible family members and friends, and I know I'm supported not just here in America, but internationally. And I'm not on this journey alone. I did want to give a shout out to all those that have dealt with traumatic injuries before in their lives, and it's not easy sitting up all day in the bed and recovering and thinking about the what ifs and what could have possibly went this way or that way. You guys are part of my journey and part of my process of recovery now, and I will be back and I will be better. It's going to take some time, but I don't question any of God's works or God's planning.
It's like you said, co-host, man. The Dallas Mavericks are cursed, or the team, or what's his name, Nico
Harrison.
Nico Harrison, GM, really wants to move this team to Vegas because it makes no sense. You trade Luka for basically just nothing. You trade him for two players and a next year's draft pick. And I mean, that's not enough. I mean, you see other people getting traded. They getting like.
I mean, did you see the package they got for Rudy Gobert?
Facts.
When he got traded from the Utah Jazz, they got like 3 players and 5 first-round picks. And you're telling me Luka gets 1 starter level player in Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a young bench player, and like 1 draft pick? I mean, it was ridiculous. If this would have happened back in the day when David Stern was the commissioner, he would have vetoed it, because that happened when Chris Paul tried to get traded to the Lakers, and the 2 GMs were buddies, and they didn't want to pay Chris Paul, and so they were going to do the trade and basically have to give up nothing to get Chris Paul, and the commissioner said like, no, this is like buddy trading. I'm going to veto this, and that's the whole reason Chris Paul went to the Clippers instead of the Lakers. Because it's like it's an unfair thing for two buddies to do a trade and the trade be super unbalanced.
Yeah, because they did say Nico was friends with the Lakers GM.
Yeah.
So I mean that
Rob
is
Pelinka.
Rob Pelinka.
They said no one could turn down Rob in the leather jacket.
Exactly. So you already know. I mean, that was fishy right there. You traded Luka for nothing. Now, I mean, it looks like the curse of the Luka Doncic is going out there. I mean, everybody's injured. Clay came out. I mean, Clay turned down the Lakers to go to play in Dallas, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he never imagined that he would have been the last person left standing.
They said he looks like Will Smith in The Fresh Prince when he's in the living room and all the furniture's gone and there's nobody there and he's just standing there standing. Because Clay went there to play with Luka and to possibly have a chance to win a championship. He left the team, the only team he had played for his whole career, to play with Luka and possibly be the missing piece to get them over the hump to win a championship. Because, that's what happened against the Celtics. They were double teaming a lot, and Derrick Jones and PJ Washington were given a lot of shots, and unfortunately they didn't show up. And they're like, well, if you give those same shots to Klay Thompson, he's going to knock him down and make him pay for that. And we never got a chance to see that actually happen. And I think Luka would have been able to lead this team. I don't think Kyrie would have got injured by being overworked, and we could have been waiting for Lively, Gafford, and Anthony Davis, or no, not he wouldn't have been there, but Gafford and Lively to come back and make a run in the finals. But now, I mean, Nico said he made this move for a win now move because Anthony Davis is like 5 years older than Luka. And that they thought this would make them better when for a championship window for the next 2-3 years. Well, I don't think it. Next year you're going to be struggling.
True.
So then you're going to have 1 year left to kind of make things happen, and that's a lot to risk. And now Luka and LeBron have been like undefeated lately, and winning a bunch of games in a row, and have climbed all the way to the number 2 seed in the West, in the loaded West, climbed all the way up to the 2 seed, where they look like the Lakers are going to have home court advantage in the playoffs, and they ain't had that since probably Kobe.
Man, I don't even believe anything that Nico says. He out here saying like Luka's weighing like 270. They over there listing Luka on like under 240 pounds. So there ain't no way he lose 30 pounds that quick. And then they want to
James Harden did.
Horrible.
We say James Harden gets a belly when he wants to get traded. He gets traded, and it's like he's there for 5 days, and the belly's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ozempic. But nah, I mean, they're saying, so, I mean, they first they were saying his whole weight problem. Now, then they were saying, oh, yeah, he was smoking too much hookah and drinking too much beer. His lifestyle his lifestyle choices was wrong. And I'm like, what do you mean? Those lifestyle choices got you all the way to the finals multiple times, and he was by himself and he did everything by himself. So I mean, this is just sad. I mean, other people that had the ACL injuries that I remember that are amazing point guards like Derrick Rose and Murray from the Nuggets. I mean, they had the injuries, but I mean, Murray's not really like a Kyrie Irving. And then Kyrie Irving and Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was dunking a lot. I mean, Kyrie Irving is really not dunking, trying to be that explosive. So
yeah, but he's explosive as far as being quick and agile. So it's still, if it slows him down, his quickness is what him kind of get off on people that are a lot bigger than him, just being so quick to beat him to a spot or beat him to do a floater before they can get there.
Watch.
And now with him maybe being slowed down to millisecond or even half a second, that be enough for some of those shots that he would get off, maybe get blocked. So it'll be interesting to see. But, surgeries nowadays are a lot better than they were in the past. Like you saw Jamal Murray had messed up his knee, and he's about back to, playing form that he was. He's maybe a little bit less, but he's dang near quite there. So it'll be interesting that Kyrie, the only bad thing is Kyrie's like 32, 33 now.
Yeah.
So, he's not, he's not a spring chicken exactly. So it'll be interesting to see how his body takes this injury at this age. So hopefully it's not kind of career derailing where he has to retire early at like 35. Hopefully he could play to 38 or as long as he wants to play. But prayers up to Kyrie. I really liked using him in 2K and playing with him and Luka in Dallas. But I've been playing with Luka and LeBron, and that is a delicious combo.
Do you think that Anthony Davis is? So Anthony Davis is hurting everything. Are they gonna let him come back to finish the season, or should they just like sit him for the rest of the season?
I think they're gonna sit him down. I feel like he came early. Just to be like, try to like ease the Mavs fans, like I'm here now, and then he injured himself. So I think there's no reason for him to come back because you make a run, you make it in through the play in, and then why put yourself through a tough playoff series if you know that you really don't have a good chance of winning it.
True.
And you can tank and get a top 10 pick, so then you even have another piece going into next season.
True that. Now it's looking like Dinwiddie.
Get a point guard.
So now it's looking like, I wonder what the starting lineup's going to be now. Is it going to be Dinwiddie or is it going to be Hardy?
Hardy got hurt in the last game too. God damn. He rolled his ankle. So it'll probably be Dinwiddie and then Dante. And then Clay.
And then PJ.
And then PJ. PJ was injured, but I don't think his was serious.
Was it like because the kid was born? Or was that the injury?
No. He missed for that, but then he also got injured as well. I think he rolled his ankle. But then PJ will be back though, and then at center.
This is Dwight Powell.
Oh, you know who they signed? Yeah, Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's back playing.
Mm-hmm.
He plays center minutes. But they signed what's the guy that dunked on Wemby in summer league? That was on the Clippers. That dyed his hair and went crazy. Who said he was the GOAT?
Oh, Kai Jones?
Kai Jones.
They signed Kai Jones now?
Yeah, they signed Kai Jones.
He just got cut.
Yeah, and they just signed him.
Makes sense.
So we'll see if the Kai show could save Dallas this season, but it looks like it's crazy. They went from title contenders to overreacting.
I know Jason Kidd is pissed.
The overreacting. Luka was literally bleeding every game in the finals in his knees, and he was having to carry the offensive load because Kyrie was getting shut the F down because he was having Boston nightmares. So Luka was out there by himself doing it, and his knees were bleeding so much that he really couldn't move on the defensive end, and they took advantage of that. And how quickly they want to switch up on him, but it's looking like the Lakers are real contenders this year. I mean, they honestly have a real shot of winning a championship.
Don't worry about that, coach. We better
Jackson Hayes had 20 points.
We're gonna talk about it next. Calm down, but y'all comment down below how you feel about the Dallas Mavericks. Are they cursed? What's going on? But moving on here, man. LeBron James out here breaking records, man. 50K, first NBA player ever. May not ever be duplicated again. I mean, I don't know anybody that's gonna be able to play at a high clip like this. And score this many points. And LeBron James is getting better. I mean, he's adding the 3-point shot to his whole game. He's making at least like 3 to 5 threes a game. It's looking like
he's shooting this year probably the best he's ever had in his career from 3-point, and that's crazy at his age. And and LeBron's basically averaged 28, 7, and 7 his whole career, all 20 years. I mean, even this year, I think he's averaging like
25 or more,
like 26. 5, 6 and 6. So he's right there, dang near averaging what he averaged in his prime.
And he's doing it in the West
at 40. And that was the big thing on LeBron his whole career, that he did it in the East, which is the easier conference. And and then the one time he did it in the West, they want to not count the bubble chip. So I think if LeBron does it with Luka, that'll definitely do a lot for his resume, with him doing it in the West with as loaded as it's ever been. And him getting to 5 championships, he might move up to past Kobe, with this one, and possibly be in the top 3 greatest players of all time.
What are you talking about? It depends who you ask.
No, from what I've seen is he's got to win one more championship to pass Kobe as number 2. So we'll see if he gets in the real GOAT conversation.
He definitely will.
But he looks like a baby bear.
Hard, I mean, he definitely will. But I mean, you already heard LeBron James talking how now that he has Luka, it's gonna add to some more years to his season, so he may not be retiring anytime soon. So I mean, it ain't no telling how many more points he's gonna drop.
I think LeBron, it's like literally Christmas for LeBron, because LeBron's whole thing with playing with Anthony Davis is that he wanted Anthony Davis to take over as a number 1 option, so he didn't have to dominate as much and can kind of play like that Kyrie role and pick his spots. And and kind of relax at the other times. But with Anthony Davis never stepping up, LeBron would constantly have to be the main guy in every moment, either setting up Anthony Davis or him taking the shot himself. And you know, now he
'cause
doesn't.
He couldn't really create his own. Anthony AD can't create his own shot. You either have to pass it to him and he's gonna shoot a three, or he's gonna power it and dunk on you. But he's
Yeah,
not
I
really
mean, he
dunking
can
on
a
you.
little bit, like with his post up moves and stuff, but he's really not, you know, doing a whole lot. And now, you know, with LeBron playing with Luka, LeBron can literally have no problem stepping back and being the number 2 options and pick his spots. And now with Luka being the current, him and Joker probably being the 2 best passers in the league right now, he has a guy that can hit him in stride. And you know, we saw that tonight with them playing the Pelicans and getting a win.
They
That
beat him bad. They beat the
LeBron,
Pelicans real bad.
that LeBron was hitting his threes because they're loading up on Luka, and Luka's hitting LeBron right in the breadbasket where he could just catch and shoot, no hesitation. And LeBron's never had a player like that in his whole career that could just get him that easy shots and know how to lead him just as much to get him, you know, in stride. And it's like LeBron's is like basically playing with himself.
Pretty much.
You know, with Luka, you know, it's like 2 LeBrons on the court. So.
And the way that JJ Redick did this, the way he built this team, he made win coach of the year, because everybody's talking about how, like, and you see it a lot, like when trades happen and when trades happen at first, you know, they have to get used to each other, you build up the chemistry. So like with the Clippers and the Suns, it took them a while, or like with the Miami Heat when LeBron and Dwayne Wade and them.
The first season they struggled and they lost in the finals.
Yeah, first season you struggled, but I mean, it was looking like the fact that JJ Redick got basically a couple players that was already on the Mavs to actually join it, like with Finley Smith.
Dorian Finley-Smith played 7 years with Luka. Maxi Kleba, who's injured, he'll probably be the real backup center when Hayes comes out and play a stretch 5 backup center, so they won't have to play Jameson or Alex Len. So it'll be nice to have him. He played probably like 7 or 8 years with Luka, and then they have Markieff Morris that has played with like 2-3 seasons with Luka.
And then you have JJ Redick, who played seasons with Luka,
who also played with Luka. That's not saying I call him the Dallas Lakers, and you know I root for him. I was a Mavs fan, but in football I go for teams. In basketball, I'm sorry, I go for players. And I move teams about every 5 to 7 years, depending on what management does. So it looks like we're a part of Lake Show, baby. And I'm happy I get to root for Dorian Finley-Smith again and use him in 2K. So that's excellent. And the Lake Show got a real chance to make some noise in the West and possibly give LeBron another finals run.
Exactly. And like you said, if he gets one more, he'll be at 5. I mean, honestly,
he'll be tied with Tim Duncan.
I feel like if he gets to how many times do you have to win in a row to be a dynasty? Or does it have to be in a row? Can it be like?
Well, that's the question, because it's like usually it has to be at least like 2 in a row. 3 is a real dynasty if you win 3 in a row, or you win like a more championships in a certain amount of years. But that's like the Spurs. They call the Spurs a dynasty, but they didn't win any in a row, but they won like every other year for like, you know, basically like a 6-year period. They won the championship every other year. They would win one and then not make it, win one and then not make it, you know, and it was pretty crazy how it went.
So yeah, so I mean, I don't know. So if he wins 2 rings and then he becomes, oh yeah, he has a dynasty. That's a dynasty right there. People may say, then will he be better than LeBron? I mean, better than Michael Jordan? Because I mean, you know, he didn't do a dynasty with the Cavs or with the Heat, but he did run the East for over 10 years. Like you automatically knew when the NBA Finals happened, 9 times out of 10 it was gonna be LeBron James.
I mean, I think even if he tied him with championships, he has so many losses in the finals where Michael was undefeated, and then Michael still has a ton of accolades that LeBron didn't get, and Michael played like 7 or 8 less seasons. I mean, he's got more scoring title, defensive player of the year. You know, if you actually look at their stuff, there's a bunch of things that Michael has, and it looks like that everything that LeBron has over Jordan is like longevity.
Participation trophies.
Yeah, kind of participation level. But I mean, it's really could be a toss up at that point. And I don't mean to hate on LeBron all the time. Like I actually like LeBron. I buy his shoes. Some of them, not his, you know, like LeBron's 7 through 10 were his best shoes. But you know, it's okay to be. I would be happy if I was a top 10 basketball player of all time. And you want to cry about being number 2? I mean, it's all right. And it's funny, though, because a lot of people still have Kobe over LeBron.
Mhm.
And what's funny, though, is if we really want to get down to it, I think you could have Tim Duncan over Kobe as far as career.
You can, hey man, listen here, man. Oh, you know, matter of fact, you gonna talk like
You
that?
could say Tim Duncan technically had a better career than Kobe.
Yeah.
He has the same amount of championships.
He's on. Yeah, they both did it on the
And
same exact team. They never.
And he only lost once. Kobe lost twice in the finals to the Pistons and the Celtics. Kobe's 5-2. Tim Duncan's 5-1.
But he did it. Kobe did it with a completely different team. Tim Duncan did it with the same exact team, like the same exact core. It was always Manu, Tony, and then the only thing they really added was
Kawhi at the end.
Well, I think did Tim Thomas. I think Tim Thomas played it with the Spurs too. Don't quote me on the Tim Thomas part, but y'all comment down below how y'all feel about little GOAT James. Do you feel like him getting 50K points is basically puts him over LeBron, puts him over Michael Jordan?
Does it put him over Kobe?
Or does it put him over Kobe?
Or does it put him over Tim Duncan?
Or does it put him over Tim Duncan? Or do you
put him over Magic Johnson?
Yeah, it does put him over Magic Johnson, even if he beat AIDS. But I mean, or it doesn't matter because his kids wear Michael Jordan shoes, so the kids know who the real GOAT is in LeBron James' house, even if LeBron
Bronny wears J's. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you look at it, no one will have a bigger global impact on basketball
than LeBron James,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, aka Black Jesus. So all praise to Black Jesus, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, and you know, the greatest shoes of all time. You can't say no one has a better shoe line than Michael Jordan, the greatest shoe line to ever be created. This guy's probably the Shaq shoes, the Payless Shaq shoes,
the Shaqs that look like Air Force Ones.
You were getting the Starburys.
You remember the Shaqs that like Air Force Ones? You ever saw those?
Mm-hmm.
Those the mid, yeah. Ooh, nasty.
You were getting the Starburys.
Back to what? Starbury is the truth. Stop playing.
What was Steven Jackson and Al Harrington's shoe called? They had like a Payless shoe.
I forgot. I know. Trust we had Dadas. Was it a little spinners?
Yeah, Chris Webber was on that too. I always wanted the Chris Webber Dadas.
And then people, I think did Jermaine O'Neal have N1? Was it N1?
Vince Carter did. I don't know. I don't remember if Jermaine O'Neal did or didn't, but there was a handful of pros that were walking N1 and N1's prime.
Exactly. But enough about basketball, man. It's time to talk about new music, man. New music Mondays, man. Happy 304 Day, man. Shout out all my 304s. Shout out to women for Women History Month. Man, you already know, man. Check out that playlist. Ooh, we're getting a lot of views. 214 is moving up. Oh,
videos.
I'm tripping.
They're
views.
migrating over here. It's getting some more views. They're still heavily on Music Mix number 4 for whatever reason. So Music Mix 1 through 4 have all over 1,000 views.
Exactly.
Please remember to go to Music Mix number 5 so we can get the views up on that and get this playlist. It has 214 videos now, so you can't complain and say, well, this mixtape or playlist is short. It's got 214 now. We've updated the heck out of it for you. So
exactly.
Get in tune, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's check out the latest music. We got a little TJ. We got Dave Blunts, we got Ray Vaughn, Busta Rhymes, Young Maul, Lil Skies. I'm just naming all the people that I know. Hot Boy. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
What was Khalifa drop? I didn't even see his name on the list.
I didn't.
They just used his picture.
Where is he in a feature? Is he?
It might have been a feature.
Nope.
He's in the future.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. I don't see him anywhere there at all. But y'all comment down below. Oh, we tripping. This is number 2, fool. Laura Russell, Wiz Khalifa, and Mike G Beats. They made a song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well check that out.
It was a trash week for music, but y'all comment down below. But you already know, man, my dog Bo Cartel, man, just dropped his EP, man. Yeah, definitely need to go hear this out, man. From Texas rapper. If you don't remember, man, he did do a music video with Max.
Looks like he eats people.
Max.
Just like my co-host.
Exactly. He be
Johnson.
Music is fire. He got a song with Slim Thug. He had a song with what's it called? The Mexican OT. It's a lot of bangers on here, man. He definitely will get the party started. I definitely need to listen to him.
Bop, bop.
But that's my pick of the week is Cartel, Bo, Pablo, and then my co-host pick.
We got 1900 Rugrat Porch to the Pant. This is the album of the week, and even my co-host was playing this more than me.
Facts.
It has actually really surprising a bunch of good songs.
It's
I
long
like
as hell, though.
what?
It's long as hell.
Yeah, I would say it at least like 60 for 75% of the album, which is a high rating. So make sure you check out Rugrat. He's the guy that did what was the song with
Cracker got an AR.
Yeah,
Like a shooting schools
with
up?
Kodak.
Yeah, that song's fire.
Yeah, the freestyle. Yeah, so check that out. It's really good. But make sure you check us out on the Extinct's Twitter,
Hey, and I'm
aka X
tweeting.
now, at Papa Oblock, at Felix Supreme 305. I tweet a little. He tweets a lot because he's an internet thought. But like, comment, subscribe,
304,
and join our
baby.
channel, Mr. 304.
Exactly.
Scan the QR code.
Scan the QR code. Make sure you follow us on Tickety Talk. But hey, man, thank y'all for tuning in. You know we can talk our ears off, but hey, man, we funny. Y'all love it. Y'all stay watching it, man. But thank y'all. We stay gonna dropping episodes. We definitely will cut this up, put it on clips, man. Reaction videos coming out this week. New WWE wrestling game coming by the end of the month. Best believe that.
Oh, I'm getting the college football finally. I got an alert because I was like, I never have time to play games anyway. But I saw it's on sale for like $10.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
You might as well get it. It's cheap.
I was like, I'll make time to play. I'll maybe do a season with Buffalo.
Ooh, Colorado.
Colorado Buffs.
That would definitely be fire. You know, you do
Get
your
the
own-
Heisman.
You gonna go
Get
to
Travis Hunter to get the Heisey.
You gonna do
Get the Heisman on the hose.
You do the my play. Oh. But hey, man, you already know, man. It's Jesse J for the Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. We'll see you next week. I gotta take my co-host to Jack in the Box.
Hey.
Give him some spicy nachos.
I love it. I love it. But hey,
Probably
man.
don't love it.
Horrible. But hey, man, you already know, man. Thank y'all. See y'all manana, man. Check us out, man. Tales from the Crib, episode 196.
You rocking with us, we rocking with you. We will see you next week. Make sure you check out TFTC clips. We just watched a bunch of clips from last week that got out a little late, but they are there for you to tune in. So have fun on the clip channel, gaming channel, and crib reactions. Get us to 15K subs over there. Like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Instagram. All the links down and below. Patreon on Crib Reactions. You rocking with us. We rocking with you. See you next week.